Hello, everyone. We're going to be doing episode 17 of season 1. Alrighty. I'm going to have to say, I don't really like this episode. Oh, I should also name it Legacies. The name is Legacies. And I'm not a huge fan. That said, I also am very confident most fans of this show are going to probably be annoyed with me for saying this episode is almost not watchable. But it really is pretty rough. I don't know if I would say skip it, because honestly there's a crap ton of stuff in this episode that helps really set the stage. Again, like the one right before this, you can probably get away without it, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Unlike the previous one, however, you do not have the sterling performance of Bill Mummy and Garibaldi doing their thing. I really enjoy that interaction. It's not a bad episode. Okay. I mean, you know, all the cast are in the episode, yada yada yada. But it's kind of that whole. Which episode was that? It's 2 or 3. Episode 2. Episode 2. They had that whole thing that helps kind of establish events that happened 10 years ago, kind of thing. And that was necessary because the TV show just started in this point, and there's a lot of backstory that you really need to know about. And this episode is kind of that same line of storytelling. So if you've watched the movie that precedes all this, which came after the airtime, which is confusing, you'll know most of everything that happens in this episode. Most. And that's the kicker for me. I just see it and I just go, ugh, man, you know what? It's if you watch the movie, you know almost all of this anyway, so it's like, why do I need to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes of storytelling just to learn things I already know? And while the other stuff is actually pretty useful and important, yada, 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 I just don't know if it's actually, like, worth it. You should probably watch it. Okay. I hate saying it. You really should. Because honestly, I don't like this episode that much. I really don't. But it's like, I just remembered this, like, there's so many little things going on and you can't skip them. It's what I love and hate about this show. If you're familiar with it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then that's the reason you watch this show, is it's incredibly complicated and it's incredibly enjoyable overall. The performances are a little wooden still. This is probably one of the last main story episodes where I just go, and you can skip it, because this is definitely a main story episode. And I also am very confident a lot of hardcore fans are probably going to be like, rah, how dare you? But anyway, we'll ignore that for now. Moving on. If you guys are actually still listening and you feel the vague urge to be kind and polite to me, feel free to subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm mostly practicing getting used to saying this because it's pretty friggin' weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and plug it anyway. Subscription really doesn't do much to you. So take a moment and just go ahead and subscribe. You don't need to click the bell. In fact, don't click the bell. I don't want you to click the bell. Go away, you jerk. I just want your subscription. It's not like it does anything to you. Go. Yeah. Anyway, see, I'm getting better at that. Selling myself is really weird. Anyway, that's what YouTube people do. They always say, subscribe and click the bell. And I'm just, anywho, you guys have a good one.